You ever catch your wife laughing and realize she's celebrating your death? That's what it felt like that night. I was standing in the hallway, just beyond the kitchen archway, hidden in the dark. The house smelled like poison. Her laughter, my wife's cut through the air. She held a champagne flute like it was a crown. Her sister leaned in, the kind of smirk people wear when they think the world owes them something. To 6 months, she said. To insurance money, my wife laughed. Their glasses clinked, and that sound stuck in my head like a cracked bell that wouldn't stop ringing. I couldn't feel the floor anymore, only the static in my ears and the taste of metal on my tongue. They didn't see me. Or maybe they did, and maybe they didn't care. That was the exact moment I stopped being her husband and started being her ghost. She thought I was dying quietly, fading away while she counted the days. She was wrong. The night blurred after that, like someone smeared my memory with oil. I remember her smile, her sister's whisper, and the way the light hit their glasses. I went upstairs, closed the door, and made one phone call. That was the start. The house was too quiet. Even the clock sounded like a countdown. At first, I told myself it was paranoia, that maybe she was coping in her own way. But something colder whispered inside me it wasn't fear, it was instinct. She'd stopped holding my hand months ago. Stopped asking about treatments, about pain, about hope. Started dressing up again, staying out late, coming home, smelling like someone else's cologne. And every time I asked where she'd been, she smiled like I was a child asking too many questions. Out, she'd say. You worry too much. Maybe I did. Maybe that's why I didn't see it sooner. But when you hear someone celebrate your death, you stop making excuses. That night I couldn't sleep. The house felt colder, emptier, like even the walls were in on the lie. So I started paying attention. When she showered, I went through her phone. When she slept, I backed up her photos and messages. When she smiled at me, I smiled back and pressed record. Within days, I had everything: screenshots, voice notes, bank statements, deleted messages. It was all there. The man's name, their hotel bookings, the secret savings account. She'd even Googled how long does stage 4 stomach cancer last. She'd written a draft eulogy for me. A eulogy. For a man still breathing in the next room. That's when the anger turned into something sharper focus. I didn't scream. Didn't confront her. I wanted her to keep thinking she'd already won. So I smiled, thanked her for dinner, held her hand in public, even told her she looked beautiful. But in the background, I visited my lawyer. I changed my insurance beneficiary, updated my will, recorded every detail. The man she thought was dying was building the story that would bury her alive. I didn't rush it. Revenge, like chemo, works best in quiet, steady doses. 4 weeks later, I invited her to dinner. She poured herself a glass of wine, red, dry, expensive, the one she only opened on special occasions. I slid a thick manila envelope across the table. "What's this?" she asked. I didn't answer. Just waited. She opened it. Out spilled photos, printouts, transcripts of her calls, his name, their hotel receipts, and the insurance policy with her name cleanly scratched out. Her face drained of color, then flushed, then drained again. "How long have you?" "You don't understand." "I do." I smiled, not the kind of smile that forgives. The kind that buries. I stood up, calm, steady, left the rest of the folder on the table. She reached for it, flipping through the last few pages: emails to her lover, messages to her employer, an affidavit from the private investigator. "What did you do?" "To who?" "You'll ruin me." "You can't prove anything." "I forwarded everything," I said. "To whoever mattered." "You were counting on me dying quietly." Silence. Thick. The kind that hums in your ears. Years of fake tenderness collapsing into dust. I walked to the door. She called after me, not my name, just wait. I didn't. She'd already celebrated my death. Now she could live with the aftermath. That night, I slept better than I had in months. Not because I was healed, the cancer's still there, but because she was gone. Everything she touched turned to rust. But I walked out untouched. Colder, yes, but whole. She thought my death would make her rich. Instead, my survival ruined her. She raised a glass to my end, and I raised mine to her exposure. It's strange, isn't it? 2 toasts, 2 celebrations. Only one of us walked away free.